What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. We got a new statue in the house. This is by a good partner of mine called Statue Corp, run by Jose Leon. He has been in the business for a very long time, and me and him developed a partnership. So he is a moderator in my DBZ resin collectors. He sells DBZ statues, anime statues, all plethora of statues, folks, and I've heard nothing but good feedback from this guy. I've bought from him a few times in the past. And we got Tanjiro from Infinity Studios in the house. Came in 2 boxes. That one was quite big, so I took it out, bringing it downstairs. Pretty decent weight. When I opened this box, it came with this. I don't know why this was on top, but this was just on top. I know this is like a logo, or maybe this is just another COA. Look at that. Kamado Tanjiro, limited to $4.99. So I am a huge fan of Demon Slayer. Like, I fell in love with that anime the moment I saw it. I've seen all the seasons multiple times. Same with my wife. We go to all the movies in theater. Anytime there's a new season that drops, me and the wife watch it together because we freaking love it. And I've always wanted a good 1/4 scale Tanjiro, and I think the Infinity Studio one looks legit, doing like his water form technique, water breathing. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now, I am very confident this is a lot of statue parts, hence 2 boxes. So I don't like being on film for 40 minutes while unboxing a statue like this. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like inside. I don't know if there's instructions there. Let me open that. Alrighty, so my guess is this COA was actually inside here and just fill out. Yeah, so you got this. Still, there's about 11 parts to this. I'm assuming this is going to be the base. Let's open this up. All right, yeah, so this was the big base part. I'll probably just show you step by step as I'm doing it. Check out that box. Yeah, some of the styrofoam was coming off on this, as you can see. Huge base. I know this is like 24 by 24 by 24. Yeah, this is clearly supposed to be like that. This is for the COA. So yeah, let's open this box as well and look at that. Link in the description below for anyone that is interested in purchasing not only this, but just, like I said, lots of other statues from Statue Corp and Jose Leon. One big thing that I have heard and seen from people that have purchased from them, there's a lot of websites out there, they all sell pretty much the same thing and similar pricing, is Statue Corp has the best customer service. That is what I've heard, which for me is a huge deal, because if something arrives broken, you want good aftercare. You want someone with good communication. You want someone that's going to help you out. If you're buying a DBZ statue and the price is the same at 4 different websites, I think customer services can be the #1 reason to buy from that website. And good communication. If you message, a company and they don't respond for 2 weeks, why would you buy from them again? Or if they promise to send out a replacement and they never do, of course you're never going to buy from them again. So for me, customer service is one of the kings. Good pricing with customer service is like the most important thing for me. All right, now let's open up this box. Alrighty, so we got the base out, so I could close up that box. Here is the other box. So it does come with 2 logos, and then there's Tanjiro, all the water parts. This base, very heavy, folks, very heavy. Like, wow. Obviously, it's a lot of translucent resin. There's, quite a bit of styrofoam, as you can see, still on this. I need to just take like a blower to it, Get stuck in these little creases as well. So I just need to take my freaking duster to this thing. Yeah, I really need to. In that box, it did come with this as well. Now, all their logos are in Japanese. Of course, I don't read Japanese, so I don't know what the frick this says. But you have this giant, actually it goes like this. I wish they did an English version that said like either Demon Slayer or Tanjiro, because everything's just in Japanese. They didn't consider us, English speaking folks. The COA, I don't know what that says either. I don't even know if I'm displaying it correctly. Is it supposed to be like that, or do I have it upside down, or I don't know. I'll have to Google what some of these meanings are. You know, when I first did watch this show, though, season 1, I watched it in the, Japanese dubbed, or Japanese with subtitles. And then I went back and rewatched in English. Now, and I like it in both. I've always watched animes in both. You see these giant metal magnet pegs. Water effects looks really good. There was also this in there. So I'm going to have to follow the instructions. But let's start setting this up and get all those pieces out. Alrighty, folks. So we just added 3 giant waves. This one, that one, and this one. Really freaking crazy. Pretty big already. You know, as you can see, we still have parts on top of each of them. Pretty big piece so far. Alright, so we installed a bunch of like tips here on that, some tree trunks. Here is Tanjiro, and that's what I'm using to blow all the crap off of. So he inserts this peg, as you can see, pretty good size. Likeness is perfect, the scarring, the face, the hair, the jacket, really good texture. I like the flow. There's the symbol on the back. You can see more styrofoam I need to clean off. Really nice looking though. Alrighty, so we got Tanjiro in. Now he goes in via that peg you saw right there, and then that foot's actually magnetized. So nice that they did that, so it's going to ensure there's not like leaning issues or anything. But yeah, that looks great so far. Alright, we just installed the sword hilt. It goes right there. There is 2 display options for the sword. You have this water sword right here, or just a standard sword. So 2 display options. Most likely I'll be doing the water sword, just because that looks so cool. I mean, a normal sword's really cool as well. Alright, here's the normal sword. Now, this is real metal. I could immediately tell the moment I picked it up. Semi-sharp as well. Yeah, sharp tip. You might be able to, jab someone in the neck and use this as a full-blown weapon. But looks good. I like the fact it's real metal. Alrighty, so we installed that. So this tip is magnetized and comes off, and you basically just slide it in. But that is how the normal sword would look. It still looks awesome. Of course, we got to try this bad boy. Alright, let's check out the water sword. So, similar kind of concept. The sword basically ends right there. Magnetized hilt that you just insert. And then this really cool watering effect. So, these are basically your 2 display options. Alrighty, and then there is the water sword installed. So, check that out. I mean, there's already a ton of water effect throughout this. So, I mean, I do like both display options, but the base kind of flows into it. Alrighty, the only other thing to install was the dragon head. Now, this does have a light up via watch battery, and basically just like lights up the eyes, a little bit of the mouth. And the whole statue does have a light up feature as well. And so these are the swap outs. It does come with gloves, brush, all the good works. And then let's plug in the AC adapter, see how the whole thing lights up. Alrighty, so here is the light up feature. Let's also just turn off the room light so you can see. Dude, Jupiter. They did a really good job in like lighting up the entire blue part. Like everything that's blue is lit up. Just crazy. Of course, it's brighter towards the bottom. But somehow they got the LED effect to work on the entire thing. The only thing that doesn't, I would say, truly have it is maybe his sword, but the light shines up so it still kind of lights up. That is crazy. Really cool light up feature. I wish the dragon head didn't need to be, like, you have to remove it and press a button. That's really annoying. It is cool that you get the dragon like eyes to light up, and that dragon head is sick. It's huge too. It's just annoying you have to remove it, because look how close it is to Tanjiro. It's like you gotta be very careful taking that on and off. They definitely should have, like, if they want to do batteries, that's fine, but don't have you take it off to turn it on. Have like a button, like I press his eyeball, or a button at the bottom. So I'd say that's a pretty huge concept miss is that. So, I mean, I would say just pretty much never light that up again. I'm going to go ahead and remove the batteries right now and not have it lit up. All right, and this is kind of to show you guys that is where you have to light it up. And then you have to very carefully put it back. So there it is, not lit up. Of course, it looks better lit up, but like I said, it is just way, way too inconvenient to remove that. Like, you're definitely going to be damaging to Tanjiro if you have to take that on and off multiple times. Like, that was a horrible, decision by Infinity Studios. But it still looks great, even not lit up. It still kind of even lights up, actually. If you think about it, like, it's still lighting up right there. Just the eyes aren't lit up, which isn't a huge deal. So it does come via, the USB, as you see. So let's turn it off. Oh. Whoa. Is there a separate function? Let me see. Oh, yeah, look at that. Pulsating Jupiter. This thing's pulsating now when I press the button again. Check it out. Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize it had two options. That's pretty cool. Boom. Pulsating. All right. Wonder if there's any other modes. All right. Nope. Just two modes. So, yeah, when you turn it off, it's quite a big difference. This has a crazy light up feature. So this is what you'll be looking at the majority of the time. Now, the water effect is absolute top notch. This is as good a water effect as any other statue I've seen out there. So, yeah, the water is perfect. The way they did the white towards the edge and the whole see-through translucent look is absolutely fantastic. And the waves, just the way they form into this giant dragon, I think is exceptionally well done. And this particular giant wave is also like the one that is going into his sword, whether you do the water sword or the normal sword. So I think that's really cool. I think the waves and water effect is some of the best I've ever seen. Like, this is really impressive. Really, really impressive water effect. Then, of course, you have all the rocks. There's this broken tree trunk, some grass. You can definitely tell this was like in the forest. Probably when he was fighting those demons in the forest in the first season towards the last few episodes. Can't remember the exact name, but that was such a good episode too. That's actually why I like the water sword, because in that episode, his sword breaks, but he makes it into a water sword to try to slice off his head. And so I feel that water sword replicates that exact scene, and it was so epic, like goosebumps feeling epicness when that happened. So I really like the water sword due to that, So, like I said, I wish they gave us a logo in English that said Demon Slayer. Don't really care too much, and you're pretty much forced to use this logo. Because if you remove it, it's a giant empty hole. Maybe you could commission a English version, but you get this version, which is basically the same as the, if you want that one, which is kind of like his outfit, the old checkered pattern look. Because this logo is the exact same as that. So it is like that. That is how the logo goes. Same writing. Although I do like the color variation of this better than that, if I'm honest. I'm guessing one says Tanjiro and one says Demon Slayer. Like, that's my guess. I like the colors on this one a little bit better. So I would display this logo over, the other one. Like I said, when I was holding Tanjiro, his sculpt is freaking just perfect. The texture work, the almost like weathering and cuts in his pants are amazing. The face is just perfect. Looks just like Tanjiro, having blood and scars. He's definitely midst battle. His birthmark, the hair looks good. It's flowing. The cape and his checker patterned. I mean, look, you could even see through it right there. The way it's flowing looks really good. And it's all torn up at the bottom. Yeah, that looks excellent. Very, very well done. So I think Infinity Studios did a fantastic job. I mean, for a Tanjiro statue, there's not much I can fault because it's from an epic moment. It's a great flying pose. The Water effect is top notch. You know, there's quite a few Tanjiro statues out there, but this is the one that definitely caught my attention the most. I think it just looks amazing. And it definitely has that more premium feel, where most customs kind of have that cheaper feel. You know, where you just like, you know, the quality and the material used, the paint app used is just not as good. This just definitely has that more premium feel to it, which I like. Now, and this retails like basically it's like $1,200, shipped from, you know, retailers like Statue Corp and others. I mean, it's really between $1,200 to $1,500 is why I see the going price. I could definitely understand that price, considering, you know, this thing probably weighs 60, 70 pounds. You know, just the base alone was extremely heavy. So, very heavy. Alrighty, folks, so I did want to do a size comparison next to me, you know, so you guys can see, you know, how big this piece is, you know, and let me grab the tape measure real quickly. For some reason, my lazy Susan wants to rotate it that way. So width-wise, you're probably about 20 inches. Highest point is going to be right here. You're right at 2 feet tall. Depth. So let's measure just the base, then including the dragon. So, I mean, the back part of the stone goes out pretty far. You're looking at about 17 inches to the front of the logo. Front of the dragon, 20 inches. So it's a sizable piece. You know, like I said, it's extremely heavy. But I mean, look how epic that is. That is really freaking cool, folks. Let's go ahead and just turn the water effect off. Yeah, and it's naturally wanting to rotate. Now, this is a crazy piece. Like, if you're a Demon Slayer fan and you want to like collect a line, because here's the thing: not only do they have Tanjiro, but they have Nezuko, which looks great, and then they have the boar guy and the other kid I freaking hate, the one that does literally one, like, thunder breathing or whatever. Yeah, I really dislike both those characters, if I'm honest. I love Tanjiro, Nezuko, you know, and some of the other characters, but in terms of the main one, I hate his two side companions. I really wish they'd get killed. I just do not like them. You know, they're frankly just annoying. All these like crybabies. Anyways, folks, I mean, for what this is, an anime statue, for the concept, paint, and detail, I'd give this a 10 out of 10. You know, like, this is as good as it's going to get. Like, I don't know how you could improve upon this. Conceptually, paint out, detail, sculpt. The only thing I would honestly add is an English logo. I think that's the biggest miss. I wouldn't change anything else out. The face is perfect. The base is perfect. You just need an English logo and an English COA, so those who aren't Japanese can actually just read it. That's probably the biggest and only fault of this statue. You know, they use real metal sword, which is great. Yeah, and they give you pretty decent instructions as well. So it wasn't too difficult to set up. I will say that was not too difficult. But if any of you guys are interested in purchasing this statue, please, reach out to me. I can help you. Go to Statue Corp website. And let me know what you guys think of this Tanjiro statue. Now, I am trying to think space-wise where I want to put this. You know, I'm not like 100% sure I'm going to keep this. I really like it. I think it's freaking awesome. I don't know if I could put this on my glass. You know, I've always thought, like, if I don't do Zelda, you know, like Dream Studio Zelda, I could do like a mini anime line of other animes right here. You know, like a Tanjiro, a Naruto, and maybe a third one of my favorite animes. Trying to think. I mean, I love My Hero Academia. That was really good. You know, I feel like animes always go best with animes, but of course I don't have space in this room for anything near DBZ. But I could definitely make that a mini anime section if I want to. Because looking at this Tanjiro, it's definitely more impressive than Dream Studios' 1/4 Adult Link and Ganondorf. Those are cool. Tanjiro's cooler. That's a way cool statue. I really just need to box up Kodokan. I'm going to see if I can fit Tanjiro over here. Like, if it can fit and look good, I could totally keep him, get a Naruto, and then get one more of my favorite animes. I got to think, really, which one I would want. But just 3 of my other favorite animes. I would totally consider that. Let's see if we can fit Tanjiro over there, though. Because he slightly will go off the base. Alrighty, folks. So this is, like I said, one display option we have. You could put Tanjiro here, angled that way, and then I could basically put, like, I forget the name of the company, but there's a really sick-looking Naruto here. Theoretically, I could also just get a Nezuko and put her right here and bring him back a little and have them back-to-back and just have, like, a mini Demon Slayer set up. He does look pretty cool. He does stick out a little bit. Well, I mean, probably a good 3 inches on that water effect. So I do have some pretty good angles, and that's a good height level for it. Put the COA right there. So, I mean, this definitely could work. I got to think about it. I need to get the link in person, see which statue I like more and what I want to do over here. And also, I may put video game statues out here. This is always kind of just like that area where it's just like an unknown. The Raptor bus also does slightly going into it. If I pushed it back, it'd probably work a little bit better instead of having it right here at the edge. But based off the angle, this is the way it needs to be displayed. I also found that removing this back log right there that normally goes there, it allows me to, you can actually see the peg right there. You see it? That log adds a decent amount of width to it. So I could easily walk by and I don't really worry. Plus, this is part of the base, not a swap out, so it's not going to fall off if you did bump into it. I don't have a way of lighting it up right here. Well, technically there's a plug there that if I ever just want to light it up, I just plug it in real quickly to light it up. What do you think, folks? Should we keep Tanjiro here in the setup? And if we do we get a Naruto and one other anime? Or just Naruto? Because I really loved Naruto. I could get Nezuko to go with him. Or we do the Dream Studios link. Or we move some of these video game statues out. Because we know that, like, Gears, Halo, and Laura do fit here and look pretty good. This looks good as well. I think it looks really good. Nice, vibrant look as well. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think of Tanjiro. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.